Spain is a very prosperous European country in terms of tourism, and it has many advantages that have made it a prominent choice for tourists around the world. Tourist destinations in Spain vary from historical monuments, museums, and palaces dating back to the ancient Islamic eras. In addition, the cities of Spain are distinguished by the splendor of their nature and the beauty of their architecture. If Spain is on your list of upcoming destinations that you will travel to, then in this video you can get to know more about this beautiful country and the best tourist places in it. Number 12. Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona is the most famous tourist city in Spain and one of the most famous tourist cities in Europe. The city gained its fame from sports, especially from the famous FC Barcelona, so who among us has not heard of it? In addition to Riyadh, the city of Barcelona offers many tourist destinations and options for its visitors. The most famous of which are the Holy Family Church, the National Museum, the Canalites Fountain, and many scenic natural attractions. Number 11. Madrid, Spain. Madrid is the capital and largest city of Spain and is one of the main tourist destinations in Spain. This city is also famous on the sports level through the Real Madrid team, but it also carries many tourist attractions among its streets of a heritage nature. Among the most important tourist attractions that you can find in Madrid are the Cathedral of Almudena, the Royal Palace of Madrid, the Four Towers of Cuatro Torres, museums, ancient streets, gardens and parks. Number 10. Retiro Park in Spain. One of the most famous natural attractions that tourists come to Madrid, the capital of Spain, is the Retiro Park. El Retiro Park enjoys a quiet nature amidst vast green spaces, and lands rich in colorful flowers, in addition to its clear lake, in which you can enjoy a boat picnic. Number 9. Ibiza Island in Spain. Ibiza Island is one of the most famous islands in the world and is located in the Spanish archipelago known as the Balearic Islands. It is one of the most touristic islands in Spain, and the reason for that is due to its stunning natural beauty, and the presence of many distinctive archaeological sites in it, such as the Old City, and many unique beaches, and the Brilliant. If you want to spend the holiday on the beach, you can do so in Ibiza, which offers you a lot of entertainment places, including restaurants, cafes, and shopping centers. Number 8. Canary Islands in Spain. The Canary Islands, that is, the Canary Islands, are among the best islands in Spain if you are looking for a quiet, picturesque nature that is not without some interesting historical tours, as the islands include a museum that displays the ruins of Christopher Columbus's exploratory ships in the heart of his ancient home. Of course, you will find many beautiful beaches on these islands, in addition to palm trees, fig plants, and desert cacti throughout its gardens and parks. The canary birds that the islands are famous for and bear their name also spread. Number 7. Loro Park in Spain. Loro Park is one of the best tourist destinations in Spain, especially for families, and for everyone who loves to enjoy watching animal shows. The park is located in the Canary Islands, and the place serves as a natural reserve for endangered animals such as lions, dogs and monkeys, in addition to the snowy penguin. Loro Park also offers its visitors wonderful offers of whales and dolphins. Number 6. Metropolitan Parasol in Spain. Located in Seville, Metropolitan Parasol is an architectural design made of wood in the shape of a mushroom. This design attracts tourists to take pictures in front of it, but this design is much more than that. It contains 3 floors, the first floor, which is underground, which is a museum that contains Roman antiquities that were discovered during excavations, the second floor, which is the ground floor in the open air where tourists can roam, and the third floor, which contains a restaurant and a terrace that provides panoramic views of the city. Number 5. Picasso Museum in Spain. The world-famous painter Picasso was born in Spain, specifically in the city of Malaga. Hence this city is a famous tourist destination in Spain. What attracts tourists most to the city is the Picasso Museum, known as the Museo Picasso Malaga, which is originally his home and the place where he was born. The museum contains more than 250 works by the famous painter. You can wander inside the museum and enjoy watching these works, and then wander the streets of Malaga, which it contains a lot of old buildings. Number 4. Seville Palace in Spain. A tourist attraction in Spain that bears within its walls the history of the different civilizations that passed through the country. The palace is located in the city of Seville and is known as the Alcazar of Seville. The construction of the palace dates back to the 10th century AD when the city of Seville was one of the ancient cities of Andalusia, and despite that, the construction of the palace as it appears now was not completed until the 19th century. Today, the palace enjoys a mixture of Islamic and Renaissance architectural styles, in addition to being built on the ancient Roman ruins of Seville. Number 3. Alhambra Palace in Spain. This palace, which bears the name Alhambra, is another evidence of the Andalusian civilization that passed through Spain, and it is located in the city of Granada. It is one of the most famous landmarks that you can visit when visiting Spain. The palace has a distinctive architecture derived from the Islamic style. The palace was the seat of government when Granada was one of the cities of Andalusia, from the 11th century until the end of the 15th century when Andalusia fell at the hands of the Europeans. Number 2. Cathedral Mosque of Cordoba in Spain. This cathedral, known as the Mosque Cathedral of Cordoba, attracts tourists from all over the world because it brings together in one place all the religions that have passed through Spain. The cathedral is located in the city of Cordoba. It began as a Roman temple before it turned into a Gothic church, then into a mosque after the Moroccan Muslims took control of the city of Cordoba during the 8th century, and then returned to a cathedral after the fall of the cities of Andalusia and the control of Christians over the city during the 13th century. Number 1. Cordoba Bridge in Spain. The construction of the Cordoba Bridge, also known as the Roman Bridge of Cordoba, dates back to the 1st century when Spain was a Roman colony. Throughout history, the bridge has undergone a lot of restoration until it reached its current form and retains a Roman design with the addition of a touch of Islamic design. As a tourist, you can enjoy a river boat trip on the Guadalquivir River, where the bridge is located, and enjoy the landscape and architecture of the city. In short, I hope you use this list to help you figure out where to go next, and to realize that all of these places have value in their own right, a culture worth learning about and appreciating. I remind you to subscribe to the Fence channel to know the best natural and tourist places around the world. Thanks for watching.